Thank you. There's no question that lasers have fascinated the pop culture imagination for decades. Lasers were major plot devices in movies like James Bond, Star Wars, and of course, Austin Powers. And hey, they were all the rage in the 80s and 90s for yearbook photos. But for all their popularity, what most people don't know is that lasers are poised for a much more impactful application in mitigating the energy crisis through energy-efficient lighting. Currently, 22% of US electricity consumption goes to lighting. This is an enormous number, but it's a number that we can do something about. The current state of the art in efficient lighting is the LED bulb. In order to make these bulbs bright enough, we actually use multiple LED chips in arrays like these. More chips make the bulb brighter, but also more costly. Additionally, each chip is dim in order to maximize its efficiency. This is actually really similar to driving a car. Most cars get a maximum fuel efficiency at about 55 miles per hour, and if we start speeding faster than that, our fuel efficiency is going to drop off rapidly. Graphically, that looks like this, where we have a peak and a drop-off. The same trend applies to LEDs. As we push LEDs to higher brightness, their efficiency falls off, forcing us to operate them at low brightness. But the lighting market is a high brightness application, which means we need to be in this part of the graph. Now, the geniuses among you may be asking yourselves, how are we going to get high efficiency and high brightness and low cost? Well, this is where lasers come in. If we look at the trend for lasers, we see that we get the best efficiency at high brightness. And although the overall peak for lasers is lower than the overall peak for LEDs, in the region that we care about, lasers already outperform LEDs in efficiency and in brightness. Now, numbers aside for a second, what is laser lighting even going to look like? Well, to answer that question, I brought a demo here today, made by a few of my lab mates. They took apart a commercial LED bulb, and they replaced the LED array with a laser. So this is a laser light bulb. Now, you can't buy something like this in the store just yet. There's still a lot of work to be done, and that's where I come in. In my PhD research in laser materials, I'm making improvements at the atomic scale that will translate to higher efficiencies and lower costs for future lasers. And the hope is that one day we'll be able to light our homes and our streets with lasers, reducing our energy consumption and securing our energy future in a laser-lit world. Thank you.